Game 7 delivered exactly what basketball fans live for: heart, hustle, and high-stakes drama. The Golden State Warriors emerged victorious, eliminating the up-and-coming Houston Rockets with a 103-89 win that combined cold-blooded shooting, playoff experience, and an unshakable mindset. But beyond the scoreline, there's a deeper story worth exploring. A breakdown of both teams' strengths, weaknesses, and what lies ahead for each. So now we step inside the war room. Let's break down the state of both squads, what worked, what didn't, and how each team can refine their blueprint heading into their next phase. Welcome to Gintotski Sports, your spot for all things sports. From legendary moments and big-time plays to inspiring stories and deep dives, we bring you the content that keeps the game alive. If you love sports as much as we do, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Golden State's playoff pedigree was on full display. They didn't just win, they adapted, recalibrated, and crushed the pressure moments when it counted most. Their strength? It starts at the top. Stephen Curry is still one of the most dangerous closers in basketball. Even after a cold start, he recalibrated in the second half and turned into the maestro of the offense. But perhaps the biggest surprise came from Buddy Hield. His 33-point outburst, including 9 three-pointers, gave the Warriors a new dimension: stretch shooting from someone other than Steph. This bench depth and scoring boost is exactly what Golden State has needed in recent years. Defensively, Draymond Green looked like his vintage self, anchoring the defense, rotating on time, and dictating matchups. Kevin Looney provided physicality inside, and Kuminga brought energy in transition. But they're not without weaknesses. Their offense can stagnate without Curry on the floor, and they continue to rely heavily on outside shooting. The slow starts are patterned, one they can't afford in later rounds. Their margin for error is smaller against elite defenses. Still, their opportunities are massive. With the Timberwolves up next, Golden State has a chance to exploit inexperience and pace the game at their rhythm. The Timberwolves have struggled to close tight games, and this is where Curry and Green can shine. Their main threat, however, is fatigue. This core has mileage. Game 7 took a toll, and with Minnesota's athleticism and size, Golden State must bring discipline and rotations that don't allow second-chance points or defensive breakdowns. Houston's journey may have ended, but the foundation is real. Their strength is their athletic youth. Amen Thompson and Jalen Green are electric in the open court. Alperen Sengun has blossomed into one of the league's most creative big men. Defensively, they showed flashes of becoming a switch-heavy, disruptive unit. But experience matters, and that's where they were outplayed. Their biggest weakness showed in the second half of Game 7, composure. As Golden State adjusted, Houston's decision-making broke down. Turnovers piled up, shot selection worsened, and when they needed buckets, no true floor general stepped up. Their opportunity lies in continuity. This team has the talent. With another offseason to grow together and a potential veteran guard addition to stabilize late-game offense, they can take the leap. The biggest threat to their future? Internal pressure. Development takes time, and fans may grow impatient. But overcorrecting too quickly with major trades or coaching overhauls could disrupt the culture they've begun to build. With Game 7 behind them, the Golden State Warriors now turn their focus to a younger, hungrier, and defensively elite opponent: the Minnesota Timberwolves. The second round won't be easier. In fact, it may be the most physical and athletic test they've faced this season. Without Andrew Wiggins on the roster, the Warriors will need to be tactical about defending Minnesota's rising star, Anthony Edwards. Expect Gary Payton to take on the bulk of the primary assignment. His point-of-attack defense, lateral quickness, and relentless motor are tailor-made for chasing dynamic scorers. Moses Moody could also see expanded minutes to help rotate bodies on Edwards, especially if foul trouble or fatigue becomes a factor. But it won't just be about Edwards. the Warriors must deal with Minnesota's Twin Towers, Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. That means Draymond Green will again be tasked with orchestrating chaos on the defensive end, switching across positions and keeping Gobert out of his comfort zone. Don't be surprised if Kevin Looney and Tracy Jackson-Davis are rotated situationally to keep size on the floor without sacrificing agility. On offense, the game plan will revolve around spacing and speed. Expect the Warriors to deploy Buddy Hield heavily as a floor spacer, using his gravity to pull Gobert away from the paint. The key will be forcing Minnesota's bigs into lateral switches, picking and popping them to death until their help defense collapses. Stephen Curry, fresh off a gritty Game 7 performance, will need to pick his spots. Minnesota will throw length and traps his way. His job now is to read those coverages fast and find shooters like Hield and Moody, or cutters like Kuminga, who can punish the gaps. The X factor may come down to bench stability, but if the second unit stalls, Minnesota could pounce. Above all, discipline will matter. The Timberwolves thrive on punishing mistakes, lazy passes, missed switches, and rush threes. Golden State must play clean, controlled basketball and trust their experience to carry them through the chaos. They've been here before. Now it's about proving they can still climb the mountain. As for Houston, the offseason is all about focus. First, they need a steady hand in the backcourt. Whether it's through free agency or trade, adding a reliable veteran point guard will help balance their young core. Second, spacing. With Sengun operating inside, shooters are a must. Jabari Smith Jr. needs to take the next step as a stretch four who can space the floor and defend multiple positions. And finally, leadership. Whether it comes from the coaching staff or locker room vets, someone must emerge as the emotional anchor. This team can't fall apart in crunch time again. But make no mistake, Houston is on the rise. This season was the first real taste of playoff pressure. Now, they know what it feels like. Next time, they'll be ready. 2 teams, 2 paths. One legacy continues and the other begins. The Golden State Warriors will face the Timberwolves with a shot at another deep playoff run. The Houston Rockets go back to the lab, ready to reload and return even stronger. Thanks for watching Gintotski Sports. If that video hit home or gave you something to think about, drop a like and let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that bring the heart of sports to life. Until next time, stay inspired and keep chasing greatness.